J Drone here. What's going on, guys? Gonna take my little ZMR drone out, FXT Mars camera on it. It was a no solder mod, so I can have a display on my FPV goggles as far as voltage. But let's go. Bottom left shows 16.8, 0.7, and you'll notice it fluctuating. That is draw on the battery. It depends how hard we're flying and what we're doing on what type of draw. So you can pay attention to the bottom left. The FXT Mars camera I absolutely love. They can take a lot of voltage into them as opposed to some of the other cameras that we throw on things that can only take a 5-volt in, and then they have OSD on the side place. This is pretty epic. You just hook this up pretty simply, and I have a video on it, and you can get telemetry in your FPV feed like you see right here. So we're going for a little bit of range run, and then we'll bring it back into the field and we'll do a little bit of freestyle flying. It's a nice run out. I think that's around 500-600 meters. I think that's what the edge of the second field is. As you can see, bottom right, we're coming back, and if resting, we're at like 14.8. 15, but then we push it a little bit more, it'll drop down to where it starts blinking, and that's that blinking is suggested safe point. You definitely could go a little bit lower than the suggested safe point. That'd be if you were just going to put the battery away type safe point, like what an LBC would be on a toy grade. The ZMR drone is old. I picked it up off a marketplace years ago for I think under $100. But it flies good. It flies really good. Slow roll for y'all. Slow backflip for y'all. I love slow rolls. Absolutely love me some slow rolls. I think snap flips and snap rolls are impressive, especially if you can get like 3 or 4 in a row. But as far as being visually entertaining, I think the slower rolls are a little bit better. Around that corner, you notice that we get a little bit of feedback that we really haven't encountered almost this entire flight. The feedback has been minimal. There's a quick snap roll for you. I think that's a little bit impressive if you can do that nicely and end up almost like we were almost on our flat horizon there, where we finished it perfectly like that. That was pretty good. That wasn't a snap flip. These are slow rolls and slow flips. There's a snap barrel roll, and that we ended up on our horizon, which was pretty epic. So something's gonna happen here, and it sucks that it happened, but as you'll see, bam, super slow roll, or slow flip, excuse me. Something's gonna happen, and it's my own fault. I kind of noticed it, and I didn't take care of it prior to a flight. As you can see, we're going a little ham here, going a little ham. But what's going to happen is my plug is going to unplug from my camera, and now we are blind, and this thing smashed into the ground. My plug got unplugged during flight. This thing hit the ground hard. It's not broke. Hopefully, the motor that's flopped up here, that didn't strip the screw. Although if it did, I think we could just shift it to the left or the right and be able to get that back on her. That was a good flight. It was fun. Unfortunately, that plug, again, right in there, came out during flight, and I went blind, and I had to flip the goggles up quick, and then it smacked down over there. All right, guys, I think I got it fixed. If you could see there, at the bottom of the motor was actually pressed up, like smashed up against the bell. I guess that would be what that is of the motor, and that was unable to spin. I have this pretty much chewed up, but I think it works. I think it works. As you can see, my screws are in a little bit cockeyed, but I think we'll be all right. My board, my stack in there, also all busted up. I have it zip tied. We put new screws in it. The reason I have it zip tied is in case that ever happens again, we should be all right. But let's go ahead and take off and see how this is. Jumper time. We are going to go ahead and fire the motors.
As you can see, the front wants to lift, and it's actually pitched forward a little bit. I think I need to go on beta flight and actually calibrate the gyroscope. But as you can see, she's flying. I only have one strap on the battery, so we're not going to fly this too long. Normally I have 2, one on both sides of the outs. Seems to be all right. I'm going to have to watch those screws that I don't have completely flush and also maybe just upgrade this, maybe get 4 new motors and put them on, and then I won't have to worry about nothing. But alright guys, I'm J Drone. If you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. And again, if you can see here, yeah, that time it wasn't too bad. As I'm throttling up, the front wants to pitch forward, so I think going on beta flight and recalibrating it should fix that.